Welcome back to the Auto Insider, where you come to find out what's new, what's hot, and what's not in the automotive industry. This week we have the 2023 Kia Niro EV. It gets over 240 miles of range. Kia says you can charge from 20 to 80% in 30 minutes on a DC fast charger. And much of the materials inside are made from recycled products. Let's go inside and check out those recycled materials, and then let's take it for a spin and see just how this Niro stacks up to other EVs on the road. Well, I don't know about you, but at first glance, I'd be hard pressed to tell that this was made from a recycled material. When I first heard about the recycled material, I was thinking this was probably going to be something a little less than desirable, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Even though Kia has really made a big push toward electrification and being more environmentally friendly, they have kept their vehicles very familiar. Most things in this car operate just like any other ICE vehicle on the road today. Many of you are asking for that, and that's probably one of the biggest takeaways from Tesla that most people don't like. Kia has you covered. No big learning curve. If you've driven any modern car over the last 5 years, you can hop right in this Niro and operate it no problem. The learning curve is short. And speaking of short learning curve, everything on this dashboard is relatively easy to work and figure out, except for AC and radio. And that's the first time. Once you figure it out, it's really easy. But I really like the way we could control radio, volume, temperature, all from these two knobs here on the dashboard. This one knob acts as your volume control, and when you choose this selector, it changes this whole instrument panel to your HVAC controls. Then if you want to use touchscreen, you can do that here as well. Then below that, we have a USB-C fast charger, as well as a wireless charging pad that works well so far. Also, you have push button start. You have all your controls here for your heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. You have a dial for your gear selections, reverse, neutral, drive, and you push it to park. You have large cup holders, and these cup holders actually fold away to make for extra storage space when you don't have cups here. And you'll need it because this storage is really small. Then here on this nice leather wrapped steering wheel, you have all of your controls for your radio, telephone, cruise control, and your menu options here on the infotainment system. Also, you have here what looks like paddle shifters, but these are actually controls for your regenerative brakes. Whenever I take my foot off of the accelerator, the vehicle automatically slows down. That slowing down has a dual purpose. One, you don't have to use the brake and go back and forth. And second, it actually regenerates and put more power back to your battery. Also, keeping up with the technology, you have rain sensing windshield wipers and windshield wiper control for that back window. On this stalk, you have auto on and off headlights, as well as auto dimming headlights. Great for late nights on those dark back roads. I really like the way the smart cruise control works with the lane keep assist. Not only does this Niro have the cruise control with steering assist, it also shows you here on the heads-up display that all of your functions are in play and working, keeping the vehicle centered in its lane. If you keep your hands off the wheel too long, it'll give you a nudge. And now that EVs are becoming more of a family vehicle, they have to perform well here in the second row. I'm 5'10", I have great leg room here, so your kids can actually grow up in the backseat of this car. We have USB charging ports on the back of both seats, so no fighting over that. AC vents here. You don't have a third climate control, but they do have AC vents. Book bags and those kind of things do end up blocking these, especially when you're picking up the kids from school, but it wouldn't be enough to keep me from purchasing this Niro. You have seat back pockets on both sides, cup holders here, and this folds away if you have to carry a third person. It'll be a little bit tight, but it's not bad, because remember, EVs don't have a powertrain, so there's no hump here in the middle, so the third passenger doesn't have to worry about being inconvenienced by that hump. Heated outboard seats with controllers right here on the door for your second row passengers. And it comes from the factory with this tint because it's an SUV, so it keeps the second row really cool. So also, when we're thinking about an EV or an SUV as a family vehicle, it's got to be convenient for parents and the people who actually pay for it. That means you got to have ease of access to the cargo area as well as good cargo capacity. So as you can see, as we approach the rear of this Niro, there's an audible alert that recognizes the key is in my pocket. It gives me an alert, and if I stay there long enough, the hatch opens without having to do a thing. Now that we're here, this is good cargo space for a compact SUV. There's even a little bit of storage here below the floor. This is where your charging cables are stored and your charging inverter. Because yes, you can run a tailgate from this Niro. And then again, if you watch any other Auto Insider videos, you know we're always looking for maximum capacity and configurability. Well, the Niro had you covered there as well. 60/40 folding second row seats. They fold right out of your way and gives you access to get all those things home from Walmart, Sam Club, Costco, you know. All. And here again is where I think Kia, like on the EV6, missed out on a prime opportunity to have extra storage here on this Niro. You would think if there's no engine here, there would be more space for cargo in the front, like some of the other EVs on the road. But you do have a little additional storage. Your battery is here, your fuse boxes are here, your controls for your windshield wiper fluid, power steering fluid, all those things are housed here in this compartment. So they did make good use of it. Just think they could have made better use by making it just completely cargo storage. And speaking of better use, whenever we get an electric vehicle at our homes to charge, most of us journalists don't have our own charging station. Well, because my wife chose for that other electric car, we do have a charger in our garage. And I also went out and purchased this adapter that allows me to charge any EV using my Tesla charger. So we were able to keep this Kia Niro charged up for the week. Right here, right where your fuel would be, it tells us we have 198 miles of range left on this drive. All the time we have today on the Auto Insider, but for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, then download the SoundCloud app and listen to all of our reviews in their entirety. The 2023 Kia Niro EV. Is it hot or is it not? There are a lot of EVs that are faster, have more range, and some might even say could be more aesthetically pleasing. However, after driving this vehicle for a week, the range is plenty, the ride is comfortable, and the technology really makes us feel like we're driving a car that we can keep for a really long time. So this 2023 Niro, it may not be hot, but it's very warm. Until next week, I'm Daryl Killian for the Auto Insider.